Hello and welcome to What You Need to Know for ProPresenter Operators. In the previous video, we talked about the edit screen, editing text for the message. But in this video, we're going to talk about Reflow and editing lyrics for songs for worship. Again, this is going to interact with themes in a very big way. And we're going to see some differences between Reflow and edit as far as editing text. Why don't we go ahead and start with that? We'll go back to our sermons library over here, and we have that message template where we added in John 3:16 through 18 right here. We went into the edit screen over here on the side. We have these text slides right here, which we duplicated. We copy our text from our pastor's Word document and we paste it into these slides right here. But we also have this reflow function right here, and reflow can do a very similar thing. We can duplicate slides in reflow, but it's going to behave very differently. If we come up here to our reflow, of course, we've got our main idea slide right here. Number 2, that matches right here. Slide number 2 is our main idea slide. Now let's just go down to one of our blank text template slides, and now let's duplicate from right here. So I just duplicated this number 6 right here, and now we have sermon text slide number 7. If we look over here, there's no image, there's no macro, and these are all foreground images. So if we go from a slide with an image on it to a slide without an image on it, the screen's going to go black. We can see that if we go back over here. First, we have to select our message macro right here, and we go to our sermon text right here. If we go to this next slide after it, the screen's going to go blank. And also, it didn't copy our macro over here. And remember, these macros are very important because they trigger on and off our lower third on the live stream. We don't use Reflow for editing sermon text for that reason. We don't have the same issue with worship songs. This image is a background image. So if we select a worship macro and we select this first slide right here, since it's a background image, it will remain there until there is a new piece of media. We could see that if we added this blue one right here to the verse, and we added this other purple one down here to the next verse. These are all background objects on here. So they will remain as we change the text over them, and that media will not change until we come to a new background image, and it will stay there until we come to a new piece of media on a new slide. I'm just going to go ahead and remove these images, and we'll just have a single image right here on the very first slide of this song, Christ is Enough. We're going to talk about using Reflow. I'm just going to use this first verse right here as an example. I like these first two slides right here because the lyrics are laid out according to the rhythm of the song. The visual display of what we see on our main screen has to match the music. It has to match the rhythm of the song. And that looks great for this first line right here, and also this as well. The only slide that I have a problem with is actually this third one right here. This is a little bit more like a pre-chorus line, so it doesn't fit exactly with the verse because it has a different rhythm to it and there's a different melody. We'll see groups in another video, but I'm just going to change this group to a pre-chorus. Rhythmically, there's a pause between trial and my right there. So I'm going to go to the Reflow editor. My soul will sing will be on its own line. We really only want to have 2 lines per slide, so I'm going to take this no turning back, I've been set free, and I'm going to move that to a new slide, and there we go. Now these 2 slides right here have the same rhythm as each other and they have the same melody, but we're displaying them differently. This slide has 2 lines and this slide only has 1 line. That comma is the pause here on this slide. So we're going to go to the Reflow editor and we're going to take this and move it to a new line. Now this is how I would display this pre-chorus. The reason why I made this change is visually to make it more musical, if that makes sense, and I hope it does. The lyrics have to look how they sound. Now I could go through this song and I could talk about all kinds of different things with how you want to lay out your lyrics, but really the purpose of this video is to talk about the Reflow editor for songs. It's super easy on the Reflow editor and it has no interaction with images or macros or any kind of action that is on our slides over here, and that's the big important part. One more thing that I can say is be careful about comprehension of the meaning of the text. We don't want to take the meaning away from the lyrics by taking the lines and breaking them all up into a bunch of slides. Another example is down here we've got these bridges. We could come to the Reflow editor here and scroll down to our bridge. I think it'd be a little bit easier to read and to sing along with this, and it would make a little bit more sense if we broke it up like this. This fits much more with the rhythm. Another thing to think about is the ProPresenter operator themselves. They have to change these lyrics in time with the music, so it makes sense that the lyrics are laid out according to the rhythm so that the ProPresenter operator can change them in rhythm.